Hi, ho, ho, ho. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving and the leftovers and followed. I got a lot of feedback on people who followed the sparkling rosé and said, you know, he was right. It absolutely did go with every single course on Thanksgiving. Welcome back to my blog. My name is Larry Baker. I'm a certified level 2 sommelier and senior wine and spirit specialist for ABC Fine Wine and Spirits in Sunrise, Florida. I promised in the last blog video that I was going to talk about suggestions for gifts. But first, I want to go a little Martha Stewart on you. And I do this every year. And I talk about what is really a gift. A lot of people think it's just you just throw something at somebody, put a bow on it, it's a gift, right? Whatever. You know, they should be happy. It's a thought that counts. That's what they say. And it is the thought that counts. But the gift is more, not only for the person giving, it's the person receiving. It's a feeling that when you receive a gift, whether it's $1, whether it's a little token, whether it's a homemade, jar of pickles or something like that somebody went through the trouble, that somebody took some time and thought to get to know you and really look and search and not just rush to the nearest store and buy you something, but they really put some thought, no matter what the cost was, that doesn't count, to know you and show you that feeling of, wow, they appreciate me. Now, as far as wine goes as a gift, there's going to be a lot of people buying for other people, secret Santas for their bosses, for their co-workers, for their family, and they may not be wine drinkers themselves. So 50% of the people will listen to this, analogy that I'm about to give, is that they will just call up somebody that knows that person. They'll call their sister, ask, what does my brother-in-law drink? He drinks XYZ Cabernet Sauvignon. And they may just buy that and say, okay. But there's a lot of people in the wine business right now, retailing. There is Costco, there's Sam's Clubs, there's supermarkets, there's CVS, Walgreens. Costco is the biggest wine retailer in the United States of America, maybe in the world. And you got BJ's Wholesale, Target, Kmart, everybody sells wine, Trader Joe's. They're all in the marketplace, Whole Foods, Fresh Market, you name it. They're all, Kroger sells wines, Wegmans sells wine. So everybody is in the wine business, and those brands are going to be available. Now, my boss, my wine supervisor, Paul Quaglini, I'm going to shout out to him. He never shouts back. If he wasn't such a cheapskate like he is now, but in the days when he used to love me, we had a bromance going on. He would always show up around my birthday, which is December 21st, in case anybody wants to get a gift to me if you're listening out there. I always get gypped out of the holiday and the birthday gift. I get one gift. So he would always, if he walked in that door, and let's say I told him I love Oregon Pinot Noir, and he knows I love Oregon Pinot Noir. If he walked in the door with either one of the brands that we sell here, even our direct-to-you brands, or a popular brand name that I buy all myself for the time wherever I am at one of those stores where I order on restaurant menu, I'd probably take it at him and ask him, I could say that to Paul and just say, what did you just have the cashier throw a bow on any product and say, here's your gift? But he never does that. He always would go out of his way, whether it was in Italy or whether it was on his travels somewhere, he'd always find some unique product of an Oregon Pinot Noir, maybe a guy in overalls and his wife are making 30 cases of. He would always find that unique gift that I couldn't find on the internet, and I always wound up saying, how did you find this? He goes, don't worry about it, just enjoy it. And the feeling, I don't know what he spent on it, I didn't care. Even if I didn't like the wine, it was the feeling that I felt. This guy, he's a colleague, he's my supervisor, and he's also a friend that I've traveled with before, and I respect him, and he respects me, but he really appreciates me by giving me that special gift and not just picking a shelf off a bottle of a popular brand name and just sticking a bow on it, which a lot of people are going to do. But to me, the feeling is, it doesn't matter what it costs, it's the feeling of a gift. So I'm about to give you some examples if that rationale makes some sense to you. For instance, if somebody said they like Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabernet Sauvignon is made in many different parts of the world. Most people know Napa Valley, Washington State, I love, and things like that. There's the two parents of Cabernet Sauvignon hundreds of years ago was taking Cabernet Franc, F-R-A-N-C, and crossbreeding it with Sauvignon Blanc, the white grape, to make, mom and dad made a baby, Cabernet Sauvignon. So if I like Cabernet Sauvignon, sure, he could buy a popular brand name or even one we sell of a Cabernet Sauvignon, but the least place I would expect him to buy, or you buy, if he bought this for me, I would be a little upset because I can buy it for myself because we sell it here at ABC. But if somebody, one of you, are buying it who doesn't work for ABC, this would be an amazing gift. This comes from Susegana, Italy, near Venice. And this is made by owned by Princess Isabella Colalto. This is 70% Cabernet Sauvignon and the parent, 30% Cabernet Franc, to a different expression of American Chardonnay or French Chardonnay. This is Italian, I'm in Cabernet, but this is an Italian Cabernet Sauvignon Reserva. I love this wine for $29.99. Put a bow on that, and that's an impression. Where would they expect you to find a Cabernet Sauvignon with Cabernet Franc, basically a Cabernet, you can just call it, because it's a mixture of the two Cabernets, for $29.99? Doesn't make a difference. It's the fact the last place they would look is in Italy for a wine like that, for a Cabernet lover, $29.99. Put a bow on that, that's a gift. If you don't know, if you're not a blockhead and you don't know about our block wines, what they are where famous wineries out there from all over the United States and Oregon and Washington State, a lot of Napa Valley, Stag's Leap District, they have leftover juice that they want to sell, and they make a limited amount of cases of that juice. They offer it to us, and we put a block number on it. This one has 1,260 cases made. Sometimes Paul will leak where the winery who made this wine for us or where it comes from. Most of the time we don't know, he doesn't know, and we just love them because of their value. This one is from Washington State, the block 1029, and it's a Cabernet Sauvignon from the oldest vineyard is the Connor Lee Vineyard. The Connor Lee Vineyard is one of the oldest historical vineyards in Washington State. Now, I'm not supposed to tell you, and he's not supposed to tell me who makes this wine, but I know who uses a lot of fruit and from that vineyard. I'm not supposed to tell you, so I will not leak it out. Excuse me, I got a tickle. Jay Bookwalter. No, I didn't say anything, nothing. So there you go. I don't know where this wine comes from, but that makes an impression. Where are they going to find the Block 1029? And it comes from a famous winery that I don't know. You don't know. Don't tell anybody I told you. Get in trouble. So that's a great way to make an impression for a Cabernet Sauvignon. Can't find that. It's a direct to you wine. Be a blockhead. Join the group. Chardonnay. There's a lot of people who will splurge on those big Napa Chardonnays, Carnero Chardonnays, and they're fine. Big, bold, buttery styles. They may be blended. They're very oaky, buttery, and that's a style they like. But people, you can buy those brand names. You can buy any Chardonnay from America. But if you want to wow somebody who's just a Chardonnay lover, go to Burgundy, France. White Burgundy, the region of Burgundy, many different villages, only has one white grape. It's all 100% Chardonnay. This is from Moutard Diligent from the village of Chablis. It's a $48.99 product, and it's Grand Cru. Grand Cru means growth. It means growth or vineyard, and they designate a certain amount of vineyard as a Grand Cru. This is the Bourg-Gros vineyard, and you're giving somebody a Grand Cru, one single vineyard, the highest level of Chardonnay from the village of Chablis that you can possibly give. That makes a Chardonnay drinker say, I would never think to buy this for myself. You must really, where did you get this? You know, you can tell them, ABC, Fine Wines and Spirits. That makes it a gift. Have a lot of South American customers. After all, we are in South Florida with a large population of South Americans, which is great, and they do make some great Malbecs. This is one of my favorite, Fin del Mundo. I drink it all the time, the end of the world. Our assistant manager, Jerry, loves this wine, and it really is. I mean, this is their reserve line. It's about $32.99 a bottle, and I really do love this Argentinian Malbec. However, to go make it that a little bit more special gift or unique, let's use the word unique, than buying this, and this is one of our products as well too, I would say to them, did you know that the original Malbec, I tell all my Argentinian guests that the original Malbec did not start in your country. It started 2,000 years ago in the southern town of Cahors in southwest France. Cahors. And this is Georges Vigereau's from Chateau Haute-Serre, one of the oldest properties, if not the oldest property in Cahors. But the person who owned this property, not in 50 BC, he wasn't alive then, Geron de Dean, they paid tribute to him in this reserve Malbec, $39.99. We've been out of stock for a while, but this 15 vintage is my #1 pick for not just Malbec, for the best wine value in this entire store at ABC. You will not find this anywhere. You can't find it online. It's a very difficult product to locate. And we have people already, before the crazy Christmas shopping goes into full throttle here at the store, that are drinking themselves 6, 7, 8, they're on their 9th bottle at $39.99. This takes you to the next level. My friend Evan Kay, who used to work for us, Evan Kay worked for us at ABC, and he was a regional manager, and now he works for Abita Brewing. You better be watching this, Evan. He's now, we called Evan. If somebody didn't know Evan, they wanted to buy him wine. He loves to put meats on the smoker rather. He has a hashtag that dead animals taste good. Don't the PETA group start calling Evan, but he makes beautiful briskets and barbecue and all that, and he loves the wine Juan Gil. Juan Gil is a wine that comes from Jumilla, Spain. So you can find that and search it out. It costs you about $20 or $25 a bottle, in that $20 price range. Great wine. The grape is Monastrell. But to give Evan a greater gift, you took the information from his wife. This comes from Jumilla, Spain as well. It's the great Monastrell. It's imported by the great Jorge Adonis selection. Rongo Dongo is like I call it a baby Monastrell. A baby Monastrell. How can we make this show, Evan? How much we appreciate you. Does anybody, we all appreciate you, Evan. I miss having you work at ABC, but you're doing a great job with Abita. I give him the whole box. It's $8.99 a bottle. I wrap it up, I put a huge bow and say, I heard you love Juan Gil. Here's an entire case of this wine. And he goes, wow. He goes, I've got 12 bottles. I could cook up a lot more barbecue than just buying one bottle of the wine he normally buys. And this is the same grape and the same region. Last but not least, want to go for this episode of champagne. There's a lot of great champagnes out there that are very popular. Some are very expensive, and people during the holidays like to splurge. I love champagne. I'll drink champagne from anywhere, especially vintage champagne. And some of them are in, the expensive price point, but they're well-known brands. You see them on Restaurant Wine List. You order them. I love them. Who's going to turn down a bottle of champagne? I remember it was in Italy. We're drinking Salon. We're drinking Krug, and these are expensive bottles, but Krug, Gregory Perucci, who gave me that wine, made an impression. It was in 1996. But I'm saying that instead of buying, let's say, a $150 bottle of 750 milliliter champagne that is popular, and that's what the person loves, you could walk in the door with a bow wrapped on something like this, a Magnum, okay, of the only champagne house that I know of, Moutard, it's father and son's Perry Fee, okay, that uses all 6 cepages, all 6 grapes that are permitted to be used in champagne that nobody even grows. Arbonne, Petit Meslier, Pinot Blanc, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and it's a 2008 vintage, and it's a Magnum. It's $149.99, and you put a bow on that, makes a heck of an impression. So that's the way I think makes a gift, showing somebody that you appreciate them, going that one step ahead and show them that you really, really appreciate it, instead of just buying the same brand they get themselves. For more information on these wines, if you want to look it up and get some more gift ideas, go to www.abcfws.com. Remember, your ABC Fine Wine and Spirit Specialist. We are here to help you make that impression on that person you're trying to show your appreciation for. Don't forget to sign up for my blog. Follow your blog on the front page of the email. Put your email address in, follow this blog, and you can contact me. I will answer any question to make sure that person is going to say, at any price point, they really appreciate me. They bought me a unique gift I wouldn't buy for myself. Until I see you again next time right here on the blog, ho, ho, ho. It's the holiday time. It's festive. And remember, wine is not for snobs. It's for everyday people like you and me, and the people we're going to show we appreciate with a great gift.